Typically, in unpleasant situations, we often have difficult emotions or feelings, which usually we want to get rid of right away. But from research, we know that actually trying to get rid of these feelings, avoiding them, usually makes the intensity of those feelings much worse. So if we can learn to actually just notice them, feel them, allow them, and let them be, we also know that those steps are associated with a decrease in the intensity and perhaps frequency or length of a particular kind of uncomfortable feeling. So I want to guide you through 3 steps which you're welcome to play with, and you can do them really in the course of a minute, over a course of an hour, or perhaps in just a few seconds in your everyday life. The 3 steps are called observe, number 1, create space, number 2, and allow, number 3. So find a comfortable position. You don't actually have to do anything different from what you're doing at the moment. And perhaps just try to notice and become aware of a particular feeling or a mix of particular feelings. Sometimes it helps to think about a particular kind of situation that you're perhaps thinking about or struggling with at the moment. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and do that. It might also help actually just to kind of notice the physical sensations that are associated with a feeling. So for example, for a feeling of irritation, maybe you notice something in your stomach. So just try to notice if there are any sensations or any kind of emotional qualities that you can be aware of. Try to do this without any judgment. Try to not beat yourself over the head, and also try as much as you can to perhaps simply just notice them without analyzing them, without actually kind of thinking what they're about at this moment. It's sort of like you're studying the sensation of that feeling or those feelings. So the second step is creating space. And for this, it's really helpful to actually connect with our breath. So notice your breathing. Notice the sensations associated with your breathing. And with every inhale, imagine that you create more and more space for this feeling or these feelings or these sensations. So you can really visualize creating space, making space with each breath. The space can be beyond your physical body. And as you do that, with step number 3, as you're creating more space for the feeling or feelings or sensations, try to actually just allow them. Just let them be. So you make room for these feelings and try to have an attitude of a kind of welcoming, despite the discomfort associated with whatever you're feeling or experiencing. Sometimes people like to do this sort of physically and maybe just kind of relax around the feeling, with the feeling, with the space or within the space that they've created for these feelings. So once you're a bit more practiced with this particular strategy, which we call acceptance or expansion, you can also instantly go to the third step of allowing. That's sort of the quick version, if you will. And really what it does is it gets rid of the struggle associated with the feeling. You're not struggling against the feeling as much as perhaps you did initially.